Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
The official Fight Week press conference ahead of Saturday Night Boxing live on BT Sport. Frank Warren and BT Sport are back this Saturday, 7 o'clock on BT Sport 1, and the main event is Liam the Machine Williams, the middleweight now, running through everybody. He's the British middleweight champion, he's the world mandatory for the middleweight title, and he defends his middleweight title against his mandatory Andrew Robinson on Saturday night. Also on the show, and we're going to be speaking to them very shortly, it's a fight that's caught the public's imagination a little bit. Nathan Gorman against Richard Larty. It's a Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship eliminator, and we'll be hearing from them guys very shortly. Commonwealth Super Welterweight title on the line. JJ Metcalf, 21-0 from Liverpool. He takes on former English champion Jack Flatley. And also on the show, Willie Hutchinson. He's making his way down to super middleweight. He's looking to make a bit of a statement. He takes on Jose Manuel Fandina. Mark Chamberlain kicks off the show. He's a lightweight from Portsmouth. He's running through absolutely everybody. And he's got a bit of a test. He takes on Sean Cooper. And you might remember him from having upset Boy Jones Jr. around a year and a half ago. So it's a hell of a show. It's BT Sport this Saturday, and we're looking forward to you guys all tuning in. Let's talk to the fighters, and I'm going to start with Richard Larty now. Richard, we all remember you from the Daniel Dubois fight. You came over on the Friday for the weigh-in, you fought on the Saturday, you're on the plane home on the Sunday, and it was a whirlwind. How has your preparation been for this fight on Saturday against Nathan Gorman?
Yeah, my preparation for this fight has been massive, and I thank God that by His grace we've landed here in the UK to do the necessary stuff that we need to do. So I give all the spectators, viewers out there, I'll urge you to come to watch in your numbers, because we know by the grace of God everything's going to be fine. And I thank Frank Warren for giving me this opportunity to fight Gorman, because it's not me, it's God. And all the fans out there are looking for this fight. You can read it from the YouTube handle on my fight with Dubois. People out there, UK, outside UK, want this fight to happen. So I thank them. This fight has come to manifestation, and we are about to come on Saturday night with a great show.
From what we saw from you before against Daniel Dubois, it was a firefight. There was 10 seconds in that fight where it was just bombs away and you were swinging. What can we expect from Richard Larty on Saturday?
Okay, Richard Larty, as you know, as my normal staff, and I got a new team here who they prepared me well for this fight. So I think on that eve night, something different must happen.
What do you think of Nathan Gorman, your opponent on Saturday?
Yeah, boxing, you do have to respect your opponent as well. So I know about Gorman, and he also know about me. So you just have to do it in the ring.
And what's the prediction then?
Prediction for now, the ring decides.
I'll ask you one more question, Richard. At the end of that fight with Daniel Dubois, you were shouting, you didn't look happy, you were complaining. It looked like you weren't really pleased with the way that fight ended. Is there part of you that wants to get Daniel Dubois back in the ring and get your revenge?
Yeah, probably. But you know, boxing, judges and referees are always there. But with the laws given to us at the press conference with my fight with Daniel Dubois, the judgment that the referee gave, I wasn't happy about it. Because the reason why, because I know what I'm about to do. Because that if I felt and the count didn't go well as it was stated at the press conference. But that's boxing. He has already confirmed me, so I don't have anything to do. But I wasn't pleased with how the referee stopped the fight. You understand? I felt so bad about it because I felt, but people go down and they still come to box. People go down. Anthony Joshua go down. The referee counts him severally. He was given a chance to fight again. You understand? So boxing doesn't go, when you go down, that means you lose. But you get about, he didn't count it at the moment he stopped the fight. I was displeased by his decision. But it's boxing, you got nothing to do about it. You understand? I get nothing to do about it because this thing, the verdict, he has given the verdict already, so I don't have to do anything. I just have to respect myself and be the person I am, so that everything will go accordingly. So I was displeased if I said I was okay with that, with his verdict that is given. I wasn't. It was very bad for me. You understand? Yeah. Thank you.
Well, it's good to have you back, and we're looking forward to it on Saturday. Nathan Gorman, it's been a while, mate.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while, Dave.
It's been a while.
16 months, I think, or 14 months, something like that.
Well, tell me, heading into that Daniel Dubois fight, how is the Nathan Gorman that we're going to see on Saturday different to that Nathan Gorman 16 months ago?
Very different. Most of you know I've got a new team around me. I've changed a lot of things up, and I'm also very happy with myself, which is a good thing. And I'm just looking forward to getting back in the ring Saturday night. Like I said, it's been 14, 16 months out of the ring. It's been a long time, but obviously no fault due to me own with what's going on and things. I'm back Saturday, and I'm in for a good fight with Richard Larty, so it's good.
And heading into that Dubois fight, I think you weren't really vocal about it at the time, but there was a lot going on in your life, and maybe 9 out of 10 fighters would have pulled out of that fight. You went ahead with it. How's your preparation this time?
Yeah, preparation's gone really well, Dev. Like I said, what's happened in the past is in the past now. You know, there's no point crying over spilt milk. What's gone is gone. I've been beat. I got beat by Daniel that night. The bear man won on the night, and we're here today. Hopefully, I'm here to correct what went wrong on Saturday night and push on forward. Then after that.
Well, let's talk about this fight then. I mean, after a fighter takes a loss, sometimes they ease themselves back in, 8-rounder, maybe a 6-rounder. You've gone right in the deep end with Richard Larty.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I want to be involved in good fights. I want to be involved in exciting fights. Like you said, I could have easily took a 6-8-rounder against someone no one knows of. What's the point in that? Do the business on Saturday night against Richard Larty, then I can push on them for titles. Like you said, it's a Commonwealth title eliminator. I'd imagine the winner of Joyce and Dubois will vacate that. So there's another big fight there for me. But obviously, first and foremost, I've just got to win on Saturday night first.
In terms of studying Richard Larty, I assume either yourself or your team has, is it just a case of looking at that Dubois fight, or have you managed to find some rare tape elsewhere?
I don't really watch much of me at home, to be fair. Me trainers and that do all that, but I have come across the war he had with Daniel. Obviously, I think everyone in this room has. It was an exciting fight to watch, so I think the people are in for a good treat on Saturday night.
And how does that treat end up? What's going to happen in there on Saturday night?
God willing, Gorman win.
All right, well, look, while I've got you, it would be remiss of me to not get your prediction on another big fight. It's just been announced. It's going to be on BT Sport. Daniel Dubois against Joe Joyce. You've shared the ring with them for countless rounds, amateur and pro. Mm-hmm. How does that go?
It's a very, very tough fight, trust me. A lot of people are writing Joe off. Listen, if Daniel hits him, it's going to be over. But on the other hand, if Joyce hits him, it's generally the case who lands first in this fight. Under 6, I think you're going to favour Daniel with the explosiveness and that. But over 6, with Joyce's engine and his toughness, and he can punch very hard. But no, he can punch very hard, but continuously. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over 6 rounds.
We look forward to it, and we look forward to having you back, Nathan. It's good to see you on Saturday night. We'll do a little face-off at the end, mask on.
Okay.
Now let's get on to the main event. So Liam Williams is defending his British middleweight title against Andrew Robinson, mandatory challenger. Andrew, I'll come to you first. In the build-up to this fight, there's been a lot of talk about Liam Williams and Demetrius Andrade. Obviously, he's the mandatory for that world title. He's tweeting Charlo. There's videos out where Liam Williams is saying what he'd do to Chris Eubank. It seems like you're not being spoken about. Are you being overlooked?
It is what it is. I mean, let's go. Hear me? Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, this is boxing. I don't really care, to be honest. It just don't really bother me. I'm just an easy guy. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. You know what I mean? God willing, I'm here today. So it's just I'm living my dream in a minute. So what they say, I don't really get involved. To be honest, it's nothing to do with me, is it? So.
Have you been watching Liam's sort of rise through the middleweight ranks? He's knocked down.
I've always been a fan of Liam Williams. I think he's a world-class fighter. You know, he's an excellent fighter, and you know, I love the way he fights. And for me to be in the ring with him, it's just like, wow, absolutely buzzing. It's like a dream come true for me to fight, you know, one of the best fighters in the world.
Well, how do you plan on beating him?
We'll have to see Saturday night. hopefully God can be behind me like he did when I went to Poland and beat a guy who 42 and never lost in 13 years. I had God behind me that night, and hopefully God can move me on Saturday night.
Was there ever any hesitation when this fight was put to you? Because there was a lot of speculation that Liam would vacate his British title and move on. He didn't. He still got it, and he's fighting you now. When you heard he's holding on to it, was there any, maybe I won't take that fight, maybe I'll wait?
No, because I'm a guy, you know, I've always said I'll fight anybody, you know, I'll fight anybody in the world, and for me to be fighting #1 in the world, it's just ecstatic for me, because I love boxing, I love fighting, and for me to fight like the best in the world, it's just, I'm just ecstatic and over the moon, just so excited, I just can't wait.
What would a win do for your career?
Well, I'll be fighting for a world title, wouldn't I? Andrew Robinson fight for a world title, for nothing, it's just like, wow man, so, God willing man, it's just so exciting. You make me more excited, you make me think like that.
You do seem excited.
I am, it's just like, wow, I'm here on a big stage, yet again, I've been here before, got plenty of experience, and I'm fighting a world-class opponent. What else can you want for a fighter, as a fighter?
Well, that's it. Well, let's talk to that world-class opponent.
Can I also say thank you to my trainer, Malcolm Malvin, who's put nothing but 120% into me, day in, day out. He's like a father to me, and I can't thank him enough.
Big thanks to the trainer, big shout out to the trainer,
Malcolm
William Williams. Now, there's a feeling, because you're tweeting a new fighter every day, there's videos of you saying what you do to various fighters. A lot of people are referring to you as the angriest man in boxing. Is that fair?
I wouldn't really say that is fair to say. You know, I don't really care what people say, but when I'm in the ring, I have got that nastiness about me, and I've got a short fuse and whatnot. But day to day, I would class myself as a pretty not laid back, but just a steady living guy. Do you know what I mean? So
just a steady guy. Well, look, your last 4 fights at middleweight. I remember in particular the fight with Karim Ashur. He turned up to the weigh-in late, and you had to do a face-off, and you were standing next to me, and you were saying, make sure he faces off with me. You had your face-off, and you ended up being pulled apart. You got right up to him. So when you've got Andrew Robinson here talking about what a great fighter you are and sort of bigging you up, how are you going to get yourself up to do the business?
to be honest with you, Dave, it doesn't matter to me what anybody says or anybody does. I'm coming, you know, Saturday. I always bring excitement. I'm ready. Believe me, I'm gonna be coming firing on all cylinders on Saturday night. 100%.
Well, let's talk briefly about your situation. You are the mandatory for Demetrius Andrade. I keep hearing Andrade, no one wants to fight him. He's the boogeyman. However, I never hear him say your name. Doesn't that make you the boogeyman?
Yeah, he's full of shite, and he keeps saying he's the boogeyman, this, that, the other. I'm actually chasing the fight with him, and he's not taking the fight. So, make your own decisions and make your own mind up. But for me, you can't call yourself the bogeyman if you're turning out fights with your mandatory challenger.
How do you see that situation playing out? Will he fight you? Will he vacate?
I don't really care, to be honest, as long as I get my chance and I fight for that world title. I couldn't care less. But personally, I don't really think he's going to take it. I think he'll probably vacate, and I'll end up fighting the likes of Munguia maybe.
Hell of a fight that, you and Munguia.
Yes, it's got blood and guts written all over it, hasn't it?
It certainly has, but it's not Munguia on Saturday night, it's Andrew Robinson. I've got to ask you, because everyone's talking about it, even now we're talking about Andrade, BT Sport Boxing Show, we're asking you about Eubank, you just talked about Munguia. This is the man on Saturday night. How do you keep focused on him when everyone's talking about everyone but him?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I've said in numerous interviews that people keep asking me about Andrade and Eubank and these other fighters, and I'll talk about them, but my focus is fully on Andrew Robinson, and I've got a job to do Saturday night, and I'm going to go and do it.
There was an interview earlier on in the week, and you were asked about Saturday night. You said the referee is going to have to keep a close eye on it. Why's that?
Because as I've said a number of times, I come with bad intentions, and you know I'm not letting anything step in my way, no slip-ups, no nothings. So yeah, I'm going to be on the ball, and the ref needs to be on the ball as well because somebody could be getting hurt.
Final prediction, Liam?
Just me walking away with a win Saturday night. I believe I'm going to take his heart, and I'm going to come back and take his gold teeth afterwards and weigh him in and give myself a nice little bonus.
Go, now you won. Go, now you won.
Liam Williams is threatening to take
That's exactly what Damien John said to me. He said, I'm going to break your gold teeth and take your teeth.
I don't want to break them, I want to keep them whole.
That's what he says. That's what he says.
I want to keep them full.
I tell you what, if I win, I've got to buy you a set.
Ain't happening.
Sweet man, let's go.
Well, that's a picture I'd like to see. Liam Williams with a grill, some gold teeth. I'm sure we'd all like to see that. Well, we'll do the face-offs very shortly. Saturday night, we're live on BT Sport 1 from 7 o'clock. Main event, of course, you've just heard from them, Liam Williams against his mandatory challenger, Andrew Robinson, and his gold teeth. And we've got heavyweight action with Nathan Gorman and Richard Larty. It's a jam-packed undercard. We'll do the face-offs now. We'll go first.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.